for you guys. No, I'm kidding.
Alright, welcome to the Rollin Deep Marathon.
Rollin Deep.
This is featuring a bunch of different games going on for the next 4 days here. We're going to be starting off with the Overfiend, doing some Fear Extraction Point on low difficulty.
Fired up!
You wouldn't be able to tell because my internet's terrible. So we have to tell you what it is. Whenever you want me to start the run, Joe, otherwise I'm just going to keep practicing.
I'm ready whenever you are.
Okay.
Just give me the 3, 2, 1, Smurf.
Okay, give me like half a minute.
Yep, you're good.
Okay. Because there's a warp at the start of this next stage, so I just want to make sure I'm not sucking at.
Let's see, did I crop your game good? Oh, wait a second.
The left side's like
Yeah, I see like a pixel, or maybe a few. Let me blow it up.
okay.
Okay, hopefully that's better. Full screen height.
Are you like ready?
I am ready.
Okay. Okay, I'll tell you when to start timer because it's when I gain control. So in like 10 seconds, roughly. Are you ready, RPG?
Yeah.
Okay. Ready. And start. Okay. Hello, everybody. This is Fear Extraction Point. It's a game made in 2006 that's pretty broken. Pretty much starts where the first game ended in terms of story, but I don't really talk much about that because it doesn't really matter when you're speedrunning. And that's a quick port, which I found about 3 weeks ago, where for some reason if you make a bunch of quick saves and then try to load while the game's making one, you get teleported to a predetermined location in the stage. And it's used in about half the stages in the game now, and it saves about a minute each time. I can hear myself.
Yeah, it's not good.
Okay.
Sorry, I didn't know it was just cracking up in the ship.
That's okay. You do whatever you want.
So, this is the Rollin Deep Marathon. We have fired this thing up, sparked it up, and it is brought to you, sponsored by Captain Morgan and his little bitch-ass nephew, Admiral Nelson. So we're sparking this thing up. We got Overfiend holding it down, staying legit, rolling deep.
So right there, I actually exited the stage a few seconds earlier because for some reason if you spam crouch on those blocks, you can like clip far enough through them to like hit the end stage trigger.
Yeah, so you just gotta blast these fools. Bam, 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 popping them off. Whoa!
I'm grabbing the shotgun because it makes this area more consistent. Like that. And then I stand on the couch because for some reason these guys will bum rush me if I do. I guess they don't like me standing on their couch.
Bum rush! Whoa!
Oh, they didn't that time. That's interesting. You kind of wanted to bum rush too, because you can get stuck easily in that crawl space thing. But that was alright.
Yeah, it's pretty fresh, pretty fly.
Yeah. Shout out to Des, shout out to Miss Honor. So the reason I'm playing this on low difficulty is because, well, it's the fastest, but it's the fastest because on like extreme difficulty, the enemies have like 5 times more like health, and they deal a lot more damage. Like you take a lot more damage and you deal a lot less damage basically. And it's just, it doesn't really make for a more interesting speedrun in these games to like do that. So that's why we do everything on lower difficulties. It's typically how it goes for FPS games anyway. So this might be really loud, or pretty loud. But this thing is supposed to send you flying back to the wall that I'm facing. But if I crouch and hold right, I get sent to that shelf and then teleported back, which saves like 4 seconds.
Rollin Deep warp.
I mean, it's not really warp, but kind of is.
Well, you know what? It rolled deep, so.
Thank you. That's right. Click through this window. Throw a grenade here because for some reason enemies don't continue firing at you when you have like a grenade active. They'll just sort of like cower or think about their life before they explode.
Oh, half step in here. What's going on? What is going on? I was just blasting them all, just popping off here. Everything is ruthless with this.
Oh, my game audio is off.
Taking no prisoners.
It like turned off by itself. I mean,
Pew 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 pew.
were you hearing it before?
It's unfortunate.
Do you want me to just redo the run? Because I mean, it's only 6 minutes in. I can just like start over if you want. Okay.
Like we said, this is a
never happened.
uncensored marathon, so anything goes. If we want to reset, we're gonna reset. So
Yeah, that's just a preview of what's going to happen on Super Bomberman 2 when I don't get the glove. Just a little preview.
I wonder why it's doing that then. Yeah, stop time. No, you're right. It's not picking it up for some reason. Okay, there's audio now. It's saying, or should be. Just, I'll restart streaming in a sec. Or I'm still streaming. Never mind. Okay, tell me, it's going to be a black screen, but tell me if you can still hear stuff. In like 5 seconds. Can you hear sounds? How's that possible? Okay, you do, for sure? Okay. Okay, so run's gonna start again in like just another 10 seconds.
Fire it up.
Okay, take 2. Sorry, everybody. That was my fault actually, because sometimes the game doesn't get captured by my mixer, so it's my fault. Okay. Okay, and start. Okay. Hello again. This is the same game you were just watching. And nothing's changed in the past 5 minutes.
Well, Admiral Nelson has made an appearance. That's about it.
On cam?
He has joined the building.
Nice.
But yeah, this is the Rollin Deep Marathon, brought to you and sponsored by Captain Morgan and his little bitch-ass brother, nephew, I think it is, Admiral Nelson. So spark it up. It's early in the morning. I think it's time to wake and bake. Is that what most of you people do? Just spark that thing up, and then later on we'll get the drinks popping. Pop open the DECs. Right, fire up, Overfiend. Let's get this thing fired up.
So all these guys have to die. There's no way to skip them. So I basically try to have them be lined up with each other, so like the spray hits multiple enemies at once. Oh, that's bad.
I know it doesn't make sense. Not does anymore.
That was atrocious gameplay, if I do say so myself. Because they split away instead of staying grouped.
Come on!
I agree. That clip was good though, that was like instant. That was better this time around. So you may notice sometimes I'm like running around unarmed, or I'm like running around with the shotgun out, and that's because weapons in this game have weight to them, and you obviously don't want to be moving with like a heavy weapon out. But for some reason, the shotgun and the pistol don't have any weight to them. I don't know why, but it's actually really good, because the shotgun is like one of the best weapons in the game, and for it not to have weapon weight makes it even more useful than it already is, because you don't get like you don't move slower without, obviously. And it's easier to, I feel like it's easier to gauge when to open doors with it too, because you can punch open doors in this game, which you couldn't do in the original game for whatever reason. They just didn't think to include that, I guess. But you can like punch them open, melee
Punching
them open.
them open. Bam!
Yeah. Treat them like RPGs, but
Yeah, son. Just a little. Rolling way too deep, my sons. Whoa! Creeping in the darkness, holding it down. Overfiend is just rolling way too deep. Displaying his unmatched ruggedness and ruthlessness.
thank you. That went pretty well.
Just firing them all up. Just bam! Bam! Bam!
And I gotta get him out of my way somehow. So I quick save and load it immediately there because it skips part of his dialogue. There's a couple places in the game where if you save and load, it skips the next part of the dialogue.
Here we are. I seem to be. I'll leave
And I have to wait
you alone.
for her to open the door. So this is one of the more blatant uses of that quick porting, where you basically fall from the sky on top of a building. And that one
You-
saves about a minute.
High in the clouds, doing a little rolling deep.
Pretty much. And I had to heal myself to make sure I survived it because the deal's like, I forget how much, like 70 damage or something. Basically puts us halfway through this stage just by doing that.
Just packing the heat, just.
So in this arena, that enemy, those two enemies on the crate don't matter. Okay, so basically how this works is it's scripted, but all that matters is that when you enter the arena, you kill the two enemies over there first, and then you kill the last two waves as fast as possible, and that's all that matters speed-wise. These waves that I'm killing right now, they don't matter at all speed-wise. But I'm just killing them as fast as possible anyway, because I feel like it.
Everything's feeling a little trigger happy.
Then I plant turrets so that those guys are taken out as soon as they spawn. So it's basically this wave that's about to spawn and the wave after it that matter speed-wise. The rest of these waves that just killed don't matter at all, but these last two do, so. Hit. Okay, good. And that one's dead on the truck. So now this last wave is about to spawn from this hallway and I have to hope that these frags take them out. That was a little early.
Ah, come on!
Hopefully he's dead. Okay, he's dead. Good. Sometimes the enemies, when they spawn in hallways like that, can just decide to like sit there and not ever pop out. And then you're at the mercy of the game to kill them for you, which takes like half a minute in the script to happen. So it's basically run over if that happens, but it usually doesn't. So I got this guy I got a Holiday to run forward by tricking him into it's weird how it works. Like basically if you like block his vision from Fettel's ghost thing in a certain way, he'll like run forward at him and run towards the door instead of like walking or jogging towards it. So it saves a couple seconds, and that setup's consistent. What I just did there with like my crosshair against the wall, that's the cue I use. Let's see. Okay, good. So another quick port, get us halfway through the stage again. And this section is probably the biggest RNG element of the game because of spawning enemies. You basically are on a sniper tower and are sniping away at enemies that spawn with your friend down there on the ground trying to help you out, but he sort of decides how he wants to help you. So this is going pretty well. Like if these guys spawn pretty soon, which they have, I think, this could be like a really fast segment, possibly.
Blazing at the speed of light.
Yeah, that was really fast, actually. Like this could have easily taken half a minute longer, just because you're only allowed to progress after they all die, because that's when Holiday comes over to blow this wall open. And if the enemies just decide to sit there in like their spawn locations behind the wall, and Holiday doesn't like push in to kill them, which is like rare, then you basically just like lose time for sure. But in this case, I actually didn't lose time at all, which is super rare.
Pretty good team out here.
So we don't need this gun anymore, so we can just get rid of it, because it's heavy. We actually don't really need this gun either, but
Careful.
we need it for the next stage and a shelf in 3-2, I think. So we have to hold on to it. But we'll soon have much better weapons. So this is all scripted. I can't do anything about this, unfortunately.
People killed each other.
But it's pretty gory, so RPG might like it, I guess.
Just gotta follow the script.
Burning
Yeah,
curiosity about
that's all you can do.
what's inside of you. Hold up. This is not right. Not good.
How you doing, RPG?
Uh-oh.
Okay, my co-commentator's not there. My co-pilot has left the aircraft.
Fine chin.
So in this next stage, your
Yeah.
flashlight is usually... Welcome back, RPG.
I'm just firing up some breakfast here. You know how it is.
With what's on the menu.
Some nachos. For breakfast.
Nachos for breakfast, huh? Okay. So this next stage is like the only stage I think where for some reason, despite having music disabled in the menu, it just still decided to play this very loud chanting music. So I'm just giving you a volume warning now that it's about to happen. And you might not be able to hear me anymore because of how loud it is. But yeah, just deal with it for a couple minutes. Or mute. So if you can still hear me, basically the way that scripted thing works is you have to kill 4 of them, which all spawn on one side, and then you have to kill 4 more, which spawn on another side, and then you have to kill another 4, which a bunch spawns, so you can kill any of those 4 to get sent back to the normal world, I guess, instead of being in the void. Free rocket launcher is nice. That's sketchy. Try to be safe there because there's enemies that crawl up onto the scaffolding that can like block you when you try to jump over, and you just fall down sometimes. And if you kill more than one guard there, 2 more spawn near the exit, so I'm trying to avoid that. I screwed this up. I'm actually gonna redo this just because I want to try this again, because that was weird. I don't normally mess that up. It's only like a 5-second time save, but I want to show it off if I can. Okay, cool. So there's powered armor that pops out of that wall, but if you like know how to walk along those boxes, you'll skip the trigger for it, and that saves about 5 seconds, because if you touch the trigger, it puts the game into a slow-mo state for like 10 seconds. And now we're in the subway. So we're going to teleport at the start of this stage too, but we need to move down some of these stairs first, because if we teleported right now, we would be too high up in the air and would basically die immediately. So we're going to wait until we're about here and then try to teleport, which hopefully will work. Okay, cool. So I normally want 2 frags here, but I have 1. It shouldn't make that much of a difference. I'm also kind of low on medkits, but that shouldn't matter either. Like, there's no reason for me to die, really. Except for this part coming up, which it's kind of complicated, but if I like rocket myself accidentally, like, for some reason in these games, your own explosives deal like 10 times more damage to you than to enemies, so it's really easy to kill yourself with just explosives. Your own explosives, rather. Like, I have to be careful, this guy's about to fire, so I don't want to fire my rockets when he fires his, because I could easily kill myself doing that. But I didn't. And this is a gate clip, which hopefully happens pretty fast. I can't use my flashlight still, but... this game has, you can lean in this game, and you can use lean to like clip into objects, and with the right forward inputs, you can clip through the rest of the object and get to the other side. I guess by object I mainly mean gates like this, which this one's not going so well, but it'll have to happen eventually. Okay, almost through. There we go. That's about how long it normally takes, so pop the clip in. I think RPG's chowing down, so. Shout out to Blunt Bunny. So I have to, if I move forward here, she'll kill me. So I have to wait for her to like get done doing her thing before I can move forward. Joe's typing an emote. Is there frame drops, really? Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, they don't miss the gameplay that they can hopefully make out with their eyes.
The Rollin Deep gameplay.
The Rollin Deep.
Chowing
Here's
on the
another-
nachos.
Here's another dialogue skip.
Holding it down with the skip.
I can hear myself. I can hear RPG again. That's okay. It doesn't bother me. I'm just messing with you.
Can't speak.
So coming up is the last thing we need the penetrator for.
Oh,
Which-
baby.
The penetrator.
My second weapon in the inventory, which is to.
Penetrating deep. Whoa.
You like that name? So we need to push this shelf as it's falling down so that we can skip the rest of the stage, or well, 40 seconds of the stage.
Now overfeeding the penetrator here. Whoa.
So I'm gonna quick save here just in case I miss it because this is too valuable to. Okay. Looks like a good position, hopefully. Maybe. Maybe.
Oh yeah,
Yes,
that's a good position.
nice.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
So yeah, I need to push it just far forward enough, RPG, to be able
Well,
to climb up it.
you bet. Yeah, oh, that's gonna be an interesting position. Oh, you got it up there. You got it low.
I did. So in crawl spaces like these, I'm able to keep full speed by doing what's called a crouch glitch, where basically if you like crouch halfway while pushing up against the crawl space, then
Oh yeah, pushing up against it.
you'll be able to you'll be like sort of in this half crouch position where you'll be short enough in height to like fit through, but you'll still be considered standing, so you can still move at full speed. Because if you're fully crouched, you can't. You'll be moving at like half speed. And this is the jump, and we got the float too.
Whoa!
So what I did there is I jumped all the way down, and it's a little tricky because you have to like jump over the first ladder, because if you touch anything as you're falling down, then you'll lose the ability to grab onto stuff like ladders. So it's a little trickier than it looks. And when I grabbed the ladder, I triggered this float glitch that I'm using to get around now, where the way floating works is if you have jump held and you spam crouch and use a ladder at the same time, you'll be put in this like floating state where you just float around, do whatever you want. You can't jump anymore, so it's not easy to gain height, but you can like descend by just spamming crouch inputs. So that's why I'm like rubbing up against this pipe
Oh yeah.
to gain height to get over here.
Gotta get high in the clouds. Keep plenty
No,
of pussy around.
And now we have
And plenty of bullets in my pocket, just in case it's going down.
maybe the most useful weapon in the game, the MP50, which it fires a blast of air
Oh, baby, a blast of air.
Yeah, out of Joe's butt. It's of a similar potency.
So that's an extraction point right there.
That's an extraction point. Okay, so this next glitch. So if I swap weapons and then interrupt the swap by using a ladder, it sort of like mixes the weapons together. So it says on the left side that I have the shotgun out, but it still looks like I have the MP50 out. So in this case, I have like the way this works is I have the MP50 still, but it gains some of the properties of the shotgun. Like, for example, these blasts no longer deal damage to me because the shotgun does not deal AoE damage. So
it deals tremendous damage. Oh yeah.
Yeah, but not AoE. So I'm able to not need to like heal myself after every blast like I normally would, because normally the MP50 deals 70 damage to you. But when you swap weapons like that off the ladder, it doesn't retain that AoE damage effect, so it doesn't then deal any damage anymore, but it still like boosts you up. So that's why I do that there.
Boosting it up.
Exactly. It also gives me the weapon weight of the shotgun too, so the MP50 no longer as heavy as it normally is. It's like basically weightless when I do that swap. It's basically got all the positives, not really any downside. So now I use those stairs to gain enough height to clip back in this position. Okay. That can sometimes take a while.
Just cruising the night sky of the city.
And now somebody blew up the subway. So we're getting sent the heck out of there.
Just walking an underground here, bro.
Grab some rockets.
Packing the
And
heat.
blow up these cars with a long-range shotgun blast, just like in real life. So at the beginning of the stage, I did another dialogue skip, but it's harder to perform because you basically have to make the quick save like as soon as the stage is loaded, because if you don't, then the game will say, you cannot save now, and you won't be able to skip the dialogue. So you sort of have to like spam them as the stage is like fading in. Okay, gotta blow up these mines. Otherwise they blow me up. Gotta open this door with that frag. Gotta save time at all costs, RPG.
Yeah.
Another dialogue skip.
A Rollin Deep dialogue skill. Just coming in with dropping the bomb, blasting all.
Blast you, son. So I think there's like maybe 10 minutes of run left. I don't remember exactly, but. So we're gonna do basically the same thing we did earlier, where we're gonna mix weapons and then use it to climb up a story of this building RPG.
Oh,
As soon as we can get this float, which we got. Nice.
to get even higher, higher.
I'm blasting myself, son. Oh, another thing I forgot to mention is when they're swapped like this, the MP50 actually starts using shotgun ammo instead. Like, it'll say it's using MP50 ammo, but when you go into the next stage, it'll actually deduct shotgun ammo appropriately, and it'll give you back the MP50 ammo, which is nice because MP50 ammo is a lot more valuable than shotgun ammo. So even though it says I have like 5 MP50 rounds right now, which you probably can't tell. Kitty. My cat wants to commentate.
Soon you will have a choice to make. You are near the time when you will have to stop running.
Normally there's enemies in this area, but I jumped across that broken bridge in such a way that it skipped like their loading trigger. So there's nobody there at the end of the stage. So that was a pretty good stage. There's only 3 stages left to go, RPG. I think he rolled out. He's not taking his commentary seriously.
I am taking my nacho seriously.
Okay.
Nice, we're hopping around here. Just
Yeah.
breaking in the door, busting it open.
There's a lot of just moving around in these next few stages. There's not a lot of broken stuff. Well, there's a few things, but...
Just doing a little bunny hopping here and there.
Yeah. So we can clip through this window just far enough to open this gate by hitting that switch. Being able to lean is pretty broken. They probably shouldn't have put that in the game, but they chose to. So this is, I'm going to do another quick port here. Hopefully I get... I don't know why that happened. If that happens again, I might just...
What is going on?
I don't know. That's not supposed to happen. Okay.
All right, okay.
I guess I'll just go through the stage normally then.
Well, if it doesn't another fish made nigga.
I forgot. Hopefully it loads me at that quick point. Or that quick save. Okay, let's do this normally. Okay, there we go. I should have practiced that because I did not know that was possible. It's normally supposed to put you like on the ground below that location, but it was putting me above that location, so I don't have an explanation really. Because when you grab that ladder, it's supposed to like instead put you way lower than where I was being placed, but for some reason it wasn't doing that, so. No big deal. No big deal, kitty. It's not a big deal, kitty. Like, it was supposed to put me right here, and that's where the checkpoint was trying to save me. Meow. Meow again, I dare you. That's my fault, though, for not testing that before this run, but it's going pretty well otherwise. I actually didn't do that one in my PB because I didn't know about it, but I guess maybe it's a bit more complicated than just grab the ladder and try it. Hi, kitty.
I still got that Rollin Deep clip there.
Yeah.
Whoa! Are we just like going super fast backwards through a hallway here? What's going on? Zooming at the speed of light.
Yeah, that's just what it does. It sends you flying back.
Isn't that right,
Nice.
kitty?
Throwing some turrets there since some enemies spawn over there. Throwing a frag up there just because. Okay. Good pattern.
Rollin Deep pattern.
So these enemies can either path both over here, or they can split up, and it's better if they split up because you can plant mines on the faraway one like that. Otherwise, it's kind of dicey because you could easily blow yourself up, depending on what they do.
A sticky situation. How many headshots is that guy take? It's gone.
Well, this late in the game, they're basically armored, so.
Oh, they got armored fucking helmets here? What's going on? You got bulletproof vests and fucking like titanium fucking
Titanium.
what are they rocking here? What's going on?
They're playa's RPG. They take hardly any damage.
Well, I mean, not everybody can be 50% bulletproof. Take 9 bullets and be okay.
So I activated that elevator switch to leave the stage, but I don't actually have to be in elevators for them to transition me to the next stage. Ascend to the higher plane. That door didn't open.
We always want to get higher.
So there's 2 shades that are at the end of this hall, and if I just don't look at them, they won't attack me. Because otherwise, they will get in your way. Like a lot of things in this game can. Hello. So now we're falling. We are losing all our height, RPG.
Well,
Coming back down.
yeah, you gotta come down sometime.
How you do?
It's a buzzkill, but sometimes some people gotta take piss tests and whatnot.
Sometimes we like to cut their hair. Okay.
Isn't that right, Admiral Nelson?
Hello?
Crap. Shut. I need it too early. I want to kill them as fast as possible because they slow the game down when they're alive. It's not a big deal. But, I want to go fast. So the game is pretty much over except for one difficult trick coming up. It's actually not that difficult, it's just getting it first try is pretty tough, especially on pace.
Alright, well, good luck, Overfiend.
Thank you. I will need it, kind of. Hi, kitty. You think I can do it, kitty? Yeah.
No! What?
Meow.
So that was a. Just keep doing that, kitty. Okay. I haven't practiced this at all in like 2 weeks, so we'll see how long this takes me. But it's the very last thing I have to do before the game's over. The game's over.
Doo-doo. Game over.
Might make it up on this one. Nope. Might make it up on this one, maybe? Yes? Okay, cool. And time. Time, Joseph.
Joseph?
I don't know if you saw time. It doesn't matter, but yeah. Okay, what's my time?
Pretty sure it's a 41:17, but I stopped it at 18.
Okay, that's cool. That makes sense, I think, considering I probably lost a minute to failing stuff.
Oh yeah.
All right, so grab your Cheerios, get them ready, get your Lucky Charms out, whatever it is, you know, your Chex Mix, or the, get rolling up
Cinnamon
there.
Toast Crunch.
Pour
Fruity Pebbles,
your orange
snacks.
juice. Get your milk out. What's going on here? Because we're about to fire up another fresh run. I mean, it just doesn't stop here in the Rollin Deep Marathon. It just keeps rolling.
So the credits are like 9 minutes long if you just want me to go into the next game.
They will die.
Yeah, it's up to you if you want to let them roll or
Okay.
not.
Do you want there to be... Okay,
A war is coming. I've seen it in my dream. Fire sweeping over the earth, bodies in the streets, cities turning to dust.
give me a sec. It says I dropped 7% over the course of an hour, and it's kind of going up, which is disappointing. You give me a second. It'll be a black screen. Just
But yeah, you gotta pour out that. Get your mini wheats out. Fire it up. Spark it up. Blaze it. Get your little morning bowl sparked up there. This rolling deep intermission. All you hear is
yeah, it seems like it's started getting pretty bad, and I don't really have an explanation for why. It's like it won't drop any for like 5 seconds, and then 5 seconds, the next 5 seconds, it'll be dropping like half of them. Which, I mean, I could like drop the bitrate down to like 270. I mean, it's either that or not do it at all, or do it at like the dead of night when this won't happen. see, is there audio? Okay, there is. Um, should I just like do my run and hope that it like stops eventually? Because it's not dropping all of them, and it's not doing it like, it's not like constantly doing it, but it's doing it like. Okay. Do you mind if I restart it? Okay. Okay. Stream started. I don't have my game feed up just yet. I'm like watching what the number says.
All right. Pepsi has been poured.
Okay, I'm just okay. Let's see if it drops frames at 200. Let's go to 200 because
Ooh, that's it's gonna be a doozy here. Mr. Nelson.
I'm gonna rejoin Discord too. I don't think that'll actually help, but
A whole new vagina. Brand new pussy for me to tear apart. Rolling way too deep. And sparking up that blunt. And blazing to the rolling deep. What's going on?
I'm just gonna roll with this, I guess. Do you want me to wait for you to crop it or whatever? I don't know how much delay there is, but I put the game feed back up 15 seconds ago.
Ooh. Yeah, that's some heavy Pepsi we got going here. That is a good combo though. Good combo. Pepsi is cracking. New game, fire up.
Is that a
So,
kitty cat?
rolling it up. After this, we're going to have a fresh, all trophies. No, 100%. 100% Diddy Kong Racing Run.
Where you'll be able to actually see what's going on your screen.
Yeah.
Okay, like if the internet / quality is so bad that you need me to stop, I totally understand. Otherwise, I'm just gonna play like nothing's wrong. So
No, I just fire up Spark.
okay, and I'll tell you when to start timer because it's kind of a weird point too. All right, and start.
Smurf!
Smurf, yeah, that's what I meant to say. So this game's pretty much the same mechanically, like all the weapon weight things I talked about earlier and crouch glitching and all that stuff is basically the same. For some reason, quick porting, like the teleporting I was doing in the last game, doesn't work in this game. Maybe they like patched it out or something, because this is actually on like a more up-to-date version. This came out a year after Extraction Point, actually. So they probably had time to fix some stuff like that. So maybe they knew about it, I don't know, but
Yeah, this is our second game with the Rollin Deep Marathon, sponsored by Captain Morgan and his little bitch-ass brother, Admiral Nelson. Rolling it up, firing it up, blazing it up. The sequel to Fear Extraction Point out of Joe's Extraction Point, but yeah, we're firing it up.
it looks like it came out of Joe's Extraction Point.
Whoa!
That's Delta Force. What the hell are they doing here? See if Den Mother can give you any
This
answers.
game's at least starts off a lot darker than the other one. I mean, like, literally darker.
Creeping in the darkness.
Come on, let's move.
So we're gonna get a float glitch off the slider whenever it decides. Okay. So like I said before, we can't easily gain height while we're floating because we can't jump anymore. So we have to use nearby objects like those stairs and this thing and this door and this light fixture to gain just enough height to totally ignore the rest of the stage, like the developers intended.
Holy shit.
So now we're floating right to the end of the stage. And that'll happen about like 5 or 6 more times. So I hope you enjoy this.
No, I mean, getting high in the clouds is what it's all about. I mean,
Is that all there is to life, RPG?
well, that and
Hanging with the Admiral?
that nachos and
Over there.
ribs and steaks.
Okay. So that's the first stage. The second and the third stages are going to look pretty similar to that.
Hey. Hold on a second. Data center is 5 blocks due east.
Spooky. So I fire the shotgun right here because it alerts them to my presence, and it usually puts them in better locations than they normally would be for staying out of my way.
Punching the door open. Bam!
Show no mercy to doors. I don't know if you have much to talk about RPG, but there's just not much to explain in this game.
Well, I hope you all enjoy this Rollin Deep Marathon, because there's going to be nothing but fresh and fly runs all across the board. We're firing up with this raw, exclusive Fear, opening, and it's been quite dank so far. This is pretty early in the morning for me, but I mean, it's a great time to wake and bake and yourself ready for this Rollin Deep Marathon.
So right there, when that armor popped out of the door, I wait in that location because he always reacts to moving right out of the way to you crouching like that. So that's why I did that. He takes too long to kill it takes too long to kill him to get him out of your way. Okay. Gotta be careful there, because if I accidentally jump off, I'm dead, so.
Gotta tread lightly, son. Tread lightly. Whoa!
Exactly. Tread lightly on air.
Oh yeah, mashing it real hard. Oh yeah. Blast you, son! Whoa, they're kicking down the door now. What's going on here? It's getting real.
So, you might not be able to notice it sometimes, but if you get the jump on enemies, like they're in their unaware state, and you fire at them, you have a chance to just outright kill them, no matter like what you're shooting them with, because they're like not prepared for your shot, I guess.
Oh, I'm usually prepared for shots. I don't know what they're doing.
I accidentally used the ladder that was done. Okay. Well, that was 10 seconds slower than it needed to be. Yeah. Because I accidentally jumped down the ladder.
Glad to have you back. Sure as hell didn't want another missing man. Don't worry there, Sergeant. Glad you're back.
So the next few stages won't have any of this floating around nonsense, but it will return with a vengeance afterward. How's that Pepsi?
It's going here. So I mean, what does this guy like? Indestructible, just like
magic powers.
I mean, he's just getting shot up all over the place, and nope, just keep running.
Well, yeah, it's low difficulty, so everything deals, like if I remember the exact numbers, it's like you take 25% the normal amount of damage from stuff, and you deal like twice as much or something like that compared to like what you would deal in multiplayer or extreme difficulty. Although extreme difficulty, it's like they actually do like 10% more or something weird. So this is a little bit of a level skip. It's like a tiny one. I have to like
anybody skip here?
Face this directly straight, so because otherwise there's like friction on top of that thing, and if you aren't facing directly straight forward when you jump on it, it'll like throw you off of it. You won't be able to jump off of it. And then you can jump off that logo. So that saves about 70 seconds.
That's more than a little bit of skill. So it's a minute there.
Well, relative to the length of the stages is all I mean.
Shout outs to everyone. Holding it down. Staying fresh. Staying fly. Keeping it fresh.
Sergeant.
For this Rollin Deep exclusive marathon. The dopest marathon of the whole year.
Out of every marathon, it's the dopest, huh?
It is. It will be.
Just saying. Then get the gates open. We don't know how much time they have left.
So there's a gate clip I can do here, but it's like horribly inconsistent, so I'm not going to go for it.
How much time does the gate?
If you could get it insanely fast, like 2 minutes, but the problem is it usually takes that long just to get it.
Okay, so it's yeah.
The fuck are these guys? These guys are definitely
Just
not
tough.
replicas or associated with
Too tough for me.
They must be mercs of some kind. I want to know
No.
who hired these guys.
It is what it is.
Find me some answers.
So I haven't tested this, but I think I can skip dialogue here if I wanted to, but the way this is scripted, it doesn't end up saving time because it like delays the end of this thing. So we're just gonna like sit back and pop a squat on top of this guy
Yep.
and watch what happens.
Target is confirmed to be in the area.
We need to move fast. They've been scrambling.
So do you have anything to say, RPG?
Roll deep, my sons.
This could be like the mid-tro, I guess.
All right, we're only like 11 minutes into a 50-minute run now. How?
We found
Don't worry about it.
Repeat. We
Don't worry about it. All right, well, this is the
took your ass so far to get here?
RPG, the RPG the Dawn, Rpgodfather, the RPG Jesus, RP motherfucking G, Rollin Deep, rolling in with the intro. Was that a Pop-Tart? Somebody just popped out, popping in the Pop-Tarts.
Chen,
We're
I want those
firing it
videos
up here with some
ASAP.
Fear
Already on it,
Perseus Mandate, holding it down.
Pronounce it
staying
right.
fresh.
This is all
I
that's
did
left.
because I'm a fresh and
These guys,
fly
they're
MC.
good.
Okay.
Came out of
No
fucking
questions?
nowhere,
No
took
questions.
almost
All right.
the crew.
Holding it down. So
How
we're
are you
strapped
gonna
up.
take them on?
We are just blasting motherfuckers. We're just fucking
Idea what it
shooting
is
them
they're
up.
after.
Staying legit.
We're gonna have to recon
Not
these
even
guys.
giving a fuck. Just
I'd like to
kicking
get
down the
out of here
door.
first if you don't
Coming
mind.
to your fucking
What's the
front
status
door.
on the medevac?
Rolling deep.
Black Hawk is on its way.
So shout out to everyone holding it down.
Yeah.
This is
Look at
only
that.
the second
This is
run of the Rollin Deep Marathon. There's plenty of
Hang on.
raw action, raw,
Put it on
uncut,
main screen.
uncensored, unfiltered action coming your way.
Give me the encryption.
Rolling
code,
deep.
and this'll
So you
stop.
better have your cereal, eaten by now because it's time to get pumped up, get hype,
Mr.
stay legit.
You
Rollin
ran
Deep.
Perseus for Harlan Wade.
So the way that sequence works is if you kill one of these soldiers, it spawns like a ton more. And the fastest way for that sequence to end is by basically letting them kill the turret as fast as possible so you can leave the room. Because you can't leave the room till either they're all dead, which takes forever, or your turret explodes. So it's simple.
Make it easier on yourself. Call it code.
Synchronicity
Okay.
was an event.
Okay.
So normally you
okay,
can't-
all right. Okay.
Normally you can't walk on those ropes, but if you like walk onto a surface and then walk onto them from that surface, you can walk on them. Normally they push you off because they have like no friction, but they they'll act normal if you walk onto them from another object.
We're being watched.
Kill everyone in the building.
What's going on with this little surveillance camera here?
That
We
was one
lurking and drinking
mean-looking son of a bitch.
something here? What's going on?
Gotta move these men out of here fast. Sergeant,
What are you talking about?
while we get the wounded out. Don't look so worried.
It's just like there's just like 5 TV posted up here. And we're looking at it here.
I think your stream's behind by like 2 minutes.
Oh, it is behind by 2 minutes. Let me refresh that. Do something. I should just have the hit bot. That's probably what I should.
Yeah, you probably should. Roll deep 1, son.
I'm gonna need access to their mainframe. From there, I can trace all network traffic within the last couple
Toss a
of
grenade
hours
at me.
to get a better idea of what they're after.
Whoa!
Let me up.
Immediate feed of any and all data collected.
That grenade threw me off.
The point of Perseus was to train
Threw it right in my face.
to work with clone soldiers, although it looks like Paxton's Federal
So we gotta wait here
the program.
for this cutscene.
Tax dollars at work, gentlemen. It appears the Federal
I did this last game too, but I tossed away one of the pistols because 2 pistols is a heavy weapon, whereas 1 pistol doesn't have any weight and is more useful on its own. So basically my first 2 weapons don't have any weight, but the third one I have has a lot of weight, but it's a very, very useful weapon, and you'll see why whenever I use it. Basically the way it works is like, it fires a bolt of lightning at an enemy, and if you fire it like above their head, it'll
for a girl, approximately 8, in a red dress.
it'll like home in on their head, hitbox. So all you have to do is like aim it above their head, and it'll aim for their head, which is pretty cool. And it kills pretty much everything in like 2 head hits, no matter what it is.
Firing up those headshots.
That one died in 1 hit because he was in an unaware state, and that one died in 2. And this guy is right
Unaware.
there.
He must have been baked out of his mind. What's going on? Blazing trees.
Yeah, the story kind of went the way of the gameplay. Like, people all the time will stream these games thinking, oh my god, I'm gonna be so scared. But the only one that was like even mildly scary in my opinion was the first one. It's like after that they just stopped being scary and more started being like about the combat and like the militaristic side of the games. So it's always kind of funny that like so many people stream these games thinking they're gonna get scared and they're not actually that scary at all. But they're pretty good games on their own, like gameplay wise, in my opinion.
Now, what happened there? We're on the ground here. What's
Fantastic.
going
The
on?
data's uploading.
We're about to take to the skies again.
Make your way to the
Gotta
lobby
get
and wait.
high in the clouds. Keep plenty of pussy around. Plenty of bullets in my pocket just in case this goes down. Rollin Deep soldier, yes, I'm is.
Right? Everything in this building is ancient history. Why here? There's a real live Perseus compound out there.
Firing it up in the aircraft for whatever reason.
Somehow we're not all dead from that rocket. So there's a lot of fighting going on in this area. We're pretty much landing in like the middle of a war zone, but that's none of our business, so we won't really be paying much attention to what everybody's doing.
How's your head?
He's fine. We decrypted the stolen data. It's an address list. 2 of them are near your current position. The 3rd is in the Auburn district.
We have 2 targets. Armacam's Bioresearch Division and the corporate archives. I'll be coordinating with Delta Force on the ground. Chen, take the archive building. Sergeant, you take Bioresearch. Stay in radio contact at all times.
And try not to get blown out of any more windows.
Taking fire!
Get us out of here, Captain. Find a better LZ.
Have to watch out for this guy's grenade launcher.
Whoa!
Shit.
Whoa! Grenade launcher, son. Watch out.
Grenades hurt. What can I say?
Yeah. Man. Grenades to the face, pretty intense.
What's the sit rep?
We got a shitload of replicas and ATC fighting it out in the plaza. Some of us then are caught in the middle. We're about to move in and pacify the area.
You have your assignments. Move!
We lost a man!
So in this stage, there's like the only, I guess you could call it a boss just because of how much damage it takes. It's called the Leviathan. It's like this big mech thing.
Alright, well, firing up with this Leviathan fight here.
Yeah, you'll see it. Maybe you can sort of see what it looks like. There we go. Popped out the wall. So now they're all scared and they're letting me free because they're about to die.
This one fight?
They're death warping.
Or if you just giving no fucks, just fucking blasting them all. Sparking it all up.
So we want these mines because they're really powerful. We're gonna drop one right here so that it blows up the fire extinguisher too, which I think deals a little bit of damage, but I have no way to test this really. We test it there and we close the door so we can't be sniped.
Can't be fucked with here.
And we're gonna plant him right here so he walks on top of him. Like that. Then we just gotta make sure not to blow ourselves up.
This is private property. Drop your weapons and put your hands in the air.
Okay, that's pretty good.
Get those gates open!
See if we can clip under these pipes. Alright, we did it. It's actually harder than it looks because you kind of have to like delay your clip a little bit. And then we can lean into this wall where the elevator is to skip the second half of the stage. So it should have activated already. Yep.
Yep.
Looks like there's nothing to do but just bend over and
Well, so there's nothing left to do but just bend over and take it.
you may notice that the developers decided to put checkpoints in some pretty inconvenient locations. It's like right before you need to like open a door or something, they put a checkpoint.
And that's convenient because
It's just inconvenient.
inconvenient.
Because it's like right before you need to perform an input, there's a checkpoint, but you can't disable them.
Let's see what you're saying.
Yeah, if you could disable checkpoints, I totally would, and I would just like make the occasional quick save if I was like that worried. But you can't disable checkpoint saves; they're just everywhere. So these guys all have shotguns, so I have to be pretty careful with my health. Like there, I could have risked it and not healed, but I took 13 damage too much to take that risk. But I have 4 med kits, and 4 is a good amount. It's standard. It shouldn't really matter anyway, but... So, this is basically where the first game ended, with the nuke going off in the city. I guess the nuclear explosion. I don't know if it was actually a nuke, but...
Nuclear
There's Joe. That's Joe's doing off in the distance.
Well, if you were to play on harder difficulty, wouldn't you have to like be a lot more careful with your health and?
Yeah, you would. Like, I would probably not be able to do like these stages by just like running by everything.
You would have to kill stuff. Like you couldn't take that many hits. So.
No, like I'm pretty sure, or I would guess at like higher difficulties, like just those shotgun soldiers would probably be able to like drop you if you have no armor from like 100 to 0, just because they do like 30 damage a direct blast to me right now, and the damage is like a quarter of what it should be.
Yeah, it's basically the same thing as 50 cent bullets. If you play, you know,
yeah,
2 unit soldier mode, you're pretty fucked. So you die in like 2 hits or something like ridiculous. Like it takes 3 shots and you're dead. So you have to fucking avoid everything.
Where do you think you're going?
I didn't know 50 Cent could die in only 3 bullets.
No, he can in G-Unit Soldier mode, exclusive.
Exclusive.
But on play,
only for 50 Cent bulletproof.
He can take like 1,000 hits. It's all good. But we're gonna see that in the marathon as well. If anybody was curious of the reference, there will be some 50 Cent bulletproof playa action.
So you'll see, I'll be able to aim above these. They're called shades, I think. These shades head, and take them out in one shot. Just like that.
Bam!
Wait on this guy. Bam! I'm like Zeus. There's an invisible wall there. That's why I couldn't move forward. There's a couple times throughout the run where like there's an invisible wall you have to wait on. And this part is scripted, can't do anything. Can only just wait here for the bridge to open up.
Well, I mean, it's the first time some guys had to wait for something to open up. I don't know.
How long has it been since the explosion? Wonder when this shit happened.
But when it opens up, and the pathway is clear, and just walk on the pathway there.
Walk on the pathway there.
Nice, beautiful brick road for you to walk along.
So the reason I did that is because there's a enemy called a Scarecrow that our friend just died to. Got sucked into the void. And we're trying to skip every single one of them if we can.
Come on, let's go.
Like this one right here, I try to press up against this wall. Like that. There are these like black voids in the ground, and if you trigger them, then you get attacked by the Scarecrow. Which loses a couple seconds, but you can skip pretty much every one that you ever run into in the speedrun.
What's the friend's name? Is it Nelson? Is it Cruz? Is it what's going on?
That guy was named Chen.
Okay, well, Chem's a pretty bitch-made name, or fish-made. So I don't know why you're friends with him, but okay.
Well, we're no longer friends because he's dead. So.
Whoa, dark here.
That kind of long distance relationship just doesn't work.
Let's get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, not much to say, just running past everything in the game. Totally ignoring the resistance.
Yeah, okay, I haven't seen, like, you don't have to pick up any health drops or anything, if the health's just good enough, I mean...
Like, I actually did, like, lose,
Okay.
or, like, sacrifice, like, a half second here or there for a couple, but, like, you honestly don't have to.
Rarely would
I mean-
you ever have to do that, and even, it's like...
Right, if your run's going well,
yeah, if you're on...
like, health-wise, like, no, like, stuff just does not deal enough damage. So, that was a Scarecrow. We couldn't avoid it by jumping over it, so we had to pop it. But they only take 2 fucking blasts.
It's like that Pop-Tart that popped out of the...
I think Joe's
out of
preoccupied.
the toaster there a little bit. Little ding! Pop-Tart's ready. So you're trying to kick through this wall. You were trying to kick through this wall here.
Well, right there I forgot to do a bicycle kick, because there's, like, those shades that pop out, and they're usually in your way, and I just, like, I forgot and got stuck on them, because they, like, run into you, and because how they work, like, you can get stuck inside them, and that's what happened. Hopefully I can get out of this pool of water relatively quickly. Okay, good. Sometimes it's like hard to get out of that pool of water, but you just have to like wait for it to be fully flooded.
Alright, so we're just cruising right along here, just sparking it up.
Right.
Sparking it up!
So if you notice, this is actually the same subway that we entered in the middle of the other game, but we're coming out the other side. Or well, the same side we entered it from, so we're going backwards in this game.
It's like the mirror tracks in the Diddy Kong Racing. Whoa.
See to the left over there is was the 5th stage. Yeah, 5th stage and extraction point was that location.
I mean, that's
This guy's
interesting
shivering.
that they make references to the last game.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
So, like, is it like how many people speedrun this game? Is it like
It's pretty much just me.
it's just you? Because I mean, I don't know. I mean, if anybody wants to learn, resources are there, and I mean, Overfiend's pretty chill running.
It's not too complicated.
Yeah, all you gotta do is watch video.
Just watch my run, just copy it, and then do better. That's all you gotta do. So we use various objects throughout the area to gain enough height to clip into the out of bounds, and then we're gonna float to the end, just as God intended.
Flying high, yeah, heavens like.
I can only imagine what this looks like on stream right now, 200 bit rate.
It's going along here.
It's going along.
We've got Morrison.
Wonder how Joe's doing.
Well, they're setting up for. Yeah, they're setting up the
Nice.
Diddy Kong Racing. Could be coming up soon, so get hyped for 100% race between two really good speedrunners of the game. You have the world
We're
record
gonna
holder.
actually be able to tell what's going on your screen in about 20 minutes. So just bear with me.
I don't
get that
know
out
if
of
you
the
can
way.
tell what's going on with Diddy Kong Racing when you go out of bounds in every fucking stage, but
Well, that's true.
Sergeant,
So I guess if you like the amount of out of bounds you've seen or not seen so far, you'll like that game.
yeah, there's a lot of that going on as well. in Diddy Kong Racing.
So we skip having to move this train out of the way by bicycle kicking through it.
Bicycle kick. Oh,
I'm heading your
coming hard.
keep after Morrison.
Going hard in the paint.
Question that son of a bitch personally.
So I planted that mine earlier because sometimes one of the soldiers paths into it, but he didn't that time, which is fine because we're blowing everything away anyway.
Blasting it up.
Morrison should be around there somewhere. Keep your
Move, bitch. Get out the way. You're fucking bottom man god here. Come on.
Better recognize, son.
guess is the mark
Let's pay your respects, son. Whoa. The Rollin Deep. Rollin Deep here.
So I dropped my weapon because there's another one right there. And I picked the old weapon I had back up after I got the new one, and that gives me way more ammo that way by swapping the weapons off that way.
Got plenty of bullets in my pocket. It's going down.
Oh, maybe there's a guy there. That's pretty good. Thanks, Timon. So yeah, like I said earlier, if you fire the lightning arc weapon or law above their heads, it'll home in on their head, and they'll die in 2 hits.
That's a brutal death there. Brutal killing going on here. A little hole bending on the head. So that guy was just chilling in that cage there, back there. What's going on? With
Yeah.
that?
Well, he
Just,
got captured.
You just kind of left him there. You're like, yeah, just stay there.
We'll have to wait for this dialogue before I can let him out. But yeah, he got captured and put into a cage.
I wonder what he could have been doing.
Well, he was actually like not on your side until now. Now he's like trying to help you out because he got stabbed in the back.
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is.
Sometimes friends do that to you.
Yeah.
Just gotta pick yourself up and keep blasting away.
Keep on bombing, bitches. So he's kind of like the key master or something like that. He's got all the key card. He knows the codes or something. That's how he.
Well, he knows this. He knows these two codes. There's 4 stages left. I think like 12 minutes of gameplay left, maybe. There's actually a trick here where you can get yourself stuck here and gain the ability to float. Like for some reason, like some weird object interaction lets you like float if you do that. But if you do it wrong, you actually clip out of the top of the elevator and you can't get back down. And when I was trying this yesterday, I couldn't do it again. Like I just couldn't figure it out, like how it works. So we're gonna take the normal route through the stage, which it's not really normal. It's just like a slower out of bounds route, I guess.
Take the normal blah.
But yeah, the key man, like I don't know. There's a guy in GoldenEye. I forget his name, like Bo Ray or fucking
Oramoth?
whoever the fuck it is in that one mission. He's just a complete fucking. Don't shoot me! Don't shoot me!
Do you mean Boris?
Boris, that's it. That's it, Boris. I couldn't because I haven't played that game in I don't know how long since I was 12.
For both Origin and Perseus.
That's who that reminds me of is Boris.
Better not be making this shit up. There's a shortcut. It's a supply tunnel. I know where.
So the Keymaster's dead. He got flattened by that van. I wanted you to see.
And you give no fucks, you just keep rolling on here.
No, we don't have time for that. Don't have time to grieve.
We have to hurry if we're gonna stop them.
So that's what that little like cutscene was. It's like, oh wow!
Mr. Morrison tries to escape.
Yeah.
Fucking house stepping, prisoners dead.
So for any of you guys in this explanation, this shotgun doesn't have any weight for some reason, so that's why I'm like running around with it. Weapons have weight and they slow me down depending on how heavy they are, but the shotgun for some reason just doesn't have any, so it's basically like moving around without a weapon.
Here.
Trying to trigger a float here. It's taking a while. Okay, got it.
You made it. I was beginning to wonder.
Okay, so that ladder trick was oh, in the red light district here. What's going on?
I actually just remembered I could do this trick.
Sergeant, we're gonna
I don't think I did it though.
I'm only a few miles behind you.
Yeah, I'm gonna try again. Because I totally forgot when I was practicing yesterday that I could do this trick so that the MP50 doesn't deal damage, which, I mean, I just wasted like 15 seconds there, but I wanted to show it off again.
You gotta show off the strats.
So this isn't dealing any damage to me because I swapped it with the shotgun. And we kick that guy out of the way, and we're out of bounds.
Looks like that's a go.
So there's a faster way into the out of bounds in the stage at the beginning, but that's only if you get that elevator trick I was talking about earlier, which I don't know how it works at all. So I have to like mess with that later.
It's inconsistent and hasn't been researched yet.
Yeah, I tried it like 100 times yesterday and couldn't do it once, so I'm not sure like what causes it to happen. I just know like if you get stuck in the elevator somehow, you'll like suddenly be able to float.
past you, son.
I did manage to get some schematics of the cloning facility, though.
Secure the
They
area.
built this thing underneath
Roger
an
that.
abandoned mine. Carved it out of the taken years.
So the reason why I wanted to do that is just because if I didn't do that weapon swap trick earlier, I'd have like 2 medkits, whereas now I have like 8 because I didn't need to heal after every boost. So I probably should have thought of that when I was practicing, but it like slipped my mind that I could do that.
We see him. Spread out. Getting a response.
So there's a nightmare there. We're skipping that one too.
Skipping all the fucking bullshit.
Or it's Scarecrow, I mean, really.
What is this, fucking Wizard of Oz all of a sudden? What the fuck?
Kinda. Okay, so there's a trick at the start of this next stage that I'm hopefully going to get. It usually works, but when I was practicing this earlier, it stopped working for some reason.
Better nail it! Nail it!
It's like not complicated. Like all you do is you spam crouch on top of this elevator pad thing. Okay, good, I got it. So now I'm floating just from spamming crouch. I'm now
That's what I
floating
like to
through
hear.
the air.
Floating through the air with no care in the world. What is that? On Rainbow Road, you can fly.
Eyes peeled.
And we boost ourselves so we can get over this railing and skip this. There's a cutscene over there, and there's enemies that usually spawn right here, but they're not there because I just.
Oh, you despawned them. Whoa.
Well, they just never spawn because I never hit the trigger to spawn them. This isn't Super Nintendo RPG.
This isn't Banjo-Kazooie. You can't despawn Jiggy. So.
Of a childhood, stole her children.
Okay.
Banjo-Kazooie.
Is that a kitty cat? I almost killed myself right there. Good thing I stopped myself.
Oh, good thing you didn't. Yeah. Pull out that med kit or do something.
Document it all. Leave nothing out. Yes, sir.
It's basically I have to navigate this entire stage while floating around, which means I have to like descend at the appropriate times to get through doorways and stuff like that. And I have no way to increase my height other than, well,
that bowl and.
yeah, it's normally how you do it. And luckily, floating, I mean, when you're in midair, your accuracy is obviously reduced, but since I have the shotgun, which is like a blast, so it doesn't really matter that I'm in midair. And the lightning arc weapon homes in on the target, so it doesn't really matter that I'm in midair either. I zap those guys because one of them has an MP50 and he can spam it if he wants to. So you'd just be getting like pushed back like TN attacking Cell with the tri-beam. Do you get that right?
Alright, so you're like, okay, we're rolling deep here. We're just rolling deep.
There's no other way to put it.
This guy's a grenade launcher, so he can be kind of hard to hit sometimes. Okay, got him. We can ignore the two guys down there that just spawned.
Yeah, I noticed there's like a couple turrets or something. Turrets, like, just ignoring those two.
Yeah.
I bet in hard difficulty you'd have to do something about.
Nah, you'd probably just be able to run past those because they react to you kind of late, but I don't know that I would be able to like tank grenades from that Nightcrawler like I did there. So this is the last stage, and you can guess whether I'm gonna do it intended or not. So those mines should hit that last guy. Okay, just took a while for some reason, but it did.
Should have left us alone here together.
So we're gonna skip the rest of the stage by floating, of course. But we're sort of in this big walled-in area, so we're gonna need to do a corner clip to gain height. If I could ever just get this float, please. Thank you. It really doesn't take that long, but it's frame perfect, and I'm playing at like 120 FPS or whatever. So at least I think it's frame perfect. I have no idea to know, but
No, I'll just call it frame perfect.
yeah, let's just say that. So now we've gained as much height as we really can, and now we're going to clip into this building to gain the rest of our height. And we're going to change position to there to gain the rest of our height. And we'll boost ourselves since we need that little extra bit. Sometimes you don't, but this time we did. And now we're heading to the end of this run. Yep.
Let's end this fight.
Rollin Deep. Now. So, yeah, that was the Rollin Deep Fear Perseus Mandate by Overfiend. We'll be firing up.
You want to give an outro, Kitty?
I just let the kitty just take over from here, actually.
Okay. What's up?
Man.
So yeah, normally you'd be like going through all these areas that I'm floating over, killing or not killing a bunch of enemies. And since they're not doing this the normal way, the cutscene kind of ends in a weirder fashion than normal.
I want the vault open and us out of here in 5 minutes.
You don't.
I've unlocked bonus missions. Yes!
Yes! I
So-
did it!
The game ends by the main character climbing into an invisible helicopter with his friend, who's supposed to be dead, sitting across from him. And that's the end of the game.
That's quite the ending there.
Yeah. Oh, it was, sorry. Like 20 seconds ago.
It's fine. It's, well, yeah, like a 53 maybe. 50, no,
Okay, that makes sense.
The area.
So, yeah. The credits are 9 minutes long, so
Probably
thanks
just
everybody
edit
who decided to watch this. If you even could make out anything that was going on, I appreciate it. And
Yeah,
thanks RPG for commentating.
Rollin Deep. Yeah, thanks everyone for holding it down. Rollin Deep. We're now going to roll into some Diddy Kong racing 100% with the one and only. This is Gizmaki. Let's say that wrong, but.
How did you pronounce it? Say that again.
Gizmaki?
This is Gizmaki.
Gizmaki.
No, we got Mrs. Gizmaluke, and actually myself doing a 100% race next of, as you heard, Diddy Kong Racing, followed by the all trophy races category of the same game as well. And after Diddy Kong Racing, we'll have another racing game, Road Rash 64, followed by, more racing games. One of the more deep rolling Smurf Racer, followed by the Bomberman Fantasy Race.
It's hype. You better have your bowl smoke.
Okay, I'm stopping stream, Joe.
Rolling
Okay.
Deep, rolling on.
And then later on, later afternoon and night, we'll have Zelna, myself occupying, and then we'll have a pretty big Super Mario RPG race featuring Void, Pidge Zero, my man Campdown, and Albrecht. Have a nice 4-way race going there to end the day.
Yeah, for all you Super Mario RPG lovers, but yeah, the racing block is still rolling, or is now firing up. Actually. The racing block is happening now. It's sparking up. It's blazing up.
Oh yeah.
And I don't know if you probably want me to roll out for this Diddy Kong Racing.
I don't. If you feel like staying, I don't care. Obviously. I mean, it's you and me doing this.
I might stay to listen, but I probably won't talk.
That's like I might mute the mic or whatnot.
I don't care if you guys just want to chill in here. That's all good. I mean,
Okay.
I'm kind of chilling in here, so.
I might drop a few lines,
Oh yeah. But just a warning to the viewers: I do need to stop the stream and restart it to change the resolution and change some audio settings. So we will be back
Stay tuned.
momentarily. Rolling out.